Hello and welcome, exclusive family. Here are a few ingredients that we're going to be using in preparing our sea moss gel today. Got about 2 ounces of sea moss, and also on the plate we have a few key lime slices. Now during this process, you want to make sure you have a nice sized bowl, and you want to grab and take your 2 ounces of sea moss, place it in the bowl, and you want to make sure you have a natural spring water to submerge the sea moss in for the cleansing process. You can also use alkaline water if you like. Now we just want to give the sea moss a nice rub down to get a lot of the natural debris that comes in the sea moss because it is coming from the sea. And also through the cleansing process, you're going to see that the sea moss is going to start loosening up and it's going to start expanding. And then during the cleansing process, if you see any pieces of the sea moss that is brown or discolored, you can actually pull those pieces out or you can cut it out, which is perfectly fine. You want to make sure you do this cleansing process maybe 2 to 3 times just to make sure that the sea moss is thoroughly clean. So during the overnight process, you want to put the sea moss back in the bowl after you have thoroughly cleansed it, and you want to fill the bowl back up with spring water to submerge it and make sure you put some key lime in the bowl. So about 8 to 12 hours later, you see that now that our sea moss has fully expanded and now it's ready to be properly blended. And now that our sea moss has properly expanded during the overnight process, it's time to blend it. In this video, I am using the Ninja blender. You can use any blender of your choice. And you want to take your spring water to properly cover the blades during the blending process. Now you just want to make sure you pack your sea moss in your blender. It's also a good idea to cut it up because sea moss can be kind of tough on your blades over time, and it's best to cut it down as best you can during the blending process. And during this blending process, you're going to see that the sea moss is going to start getting more thick as it blends. And during this blending process, you want to look at your gel You kind of want to eyeball it, and if you feel it's too thick, you can add some spring water to it. And that's perfectly fine to loosen up your sea moss. And you'll get better at this the more gel you make over time. And also during this blending process, you can't forget your key limes now. So you want to make sure that you squeeze your key limes in for a natural preservative for our gel, which the gel will last for about 3 to 4 weeks as long as it's refrigerated. And now that we've squeezed in all our key lime juice, we want to give this mix one last blend. And now that we've completed our final blend and we have our sea moss gel to the consistency that we like, you can grab a mason jar that you want to put your sea moss gel in. In this video, I have a 32 ounce. So 2 ounces of sea moss expands to a lot. So it actually filled up this 32 ounce mason jar. So you can actually see 2 ounces of sea moss gel goes a long way. That's actually about a 2-month supply. So just thank you, Exclusive Family, for watching this video. I hope it helped you learn how to make sea moss gel properly. And just thank you for your continued support.